We begin with that breaking news just moments ago. The House of Representatives passing a critical spending bill, taking one step closer to averting a government shutdown. Lawmakers passing the last-minute agreement by more than a two-thirds vote, with support from both Republicans and almost every Democrat in the House. It now heads to the Senate, which needs to approve the bill as well before President Biden can sign it into law. House Speaker Mike Johnson confirming to reporters the bill cleared the House with the blessing of both President-elect Trump and Elon Musk, the two men who torpedoed the original budget spending bill and were not able to push a replacement over the finish line last night. The deal funds the government through March 14th and extends aid to both farmers and those affected by the disasters we've been covering. It does not, however, lift the debt ceiling entirely, which Trump specifically asked Republicans to do. But it does ensure that essential government workers keep getting their paychecks, like the TSA agents expected to process tens of millions of travelers over the next few weeks. As the holiday travel season, that ramps up. The agreement capping off a week of bitter infighting among congressional Republicans. Ryan Noble, he's live for us tonight on Capitol Hill with the very latest. Ryan, walk through what happened tonight for our viewers.
Yeah, this has been a very hectic 48 hours for sure, Tom, and we weren't exactly sure what direction Republicans and Democrats were going to go. But eventually, House Speaker Mike Johnson crafted a bill that mentioned all of those things that you talked about, but specifically removed that provision to allow the debt ceiling to be extended for a certain period of time. That was really the difference between bringing along Democratic support. They were able to get that bill over the finish line in the House with just hours to spare. Tonight, House Republicans scrambling in a last-minute effort to prevent a partial federal government shutdown, voting on their third attempt to come up with a spending deal before a midnight deadline. The plan passing tonight.
We are really grateful that tonight, in bipartisan fashion, with overwhelming majority of votes, we passed the American Relief Act of 2025.
The Republican Plan C strips much of what was in the original massive spending deal, a bipartisan plan blown up by last-minute opposition from President-elect Trump and billionaire Elon Musk. The new deal has three parts. It extends government funding through March, provides $100 billion in new disaster aid, and gives $10 billion in funding for farmers. What it does not include are any provisions to raise or suspend the debt ceiling, something Trump insisted on. But it comes after a major setback for President-elect Trump, after 38 Republicans joined virtually every Democrat, killing a slimmed-down GOP spending plan last night after Trump had asked the GOP to support it. Still, Republicans touting this new proposal despite the chaos.
We have a clean CR, we have the farm aid, and we have the disaster relief. Then that shows our unity, our ability to effectively legislate.
Meanwhile, NBC's Gabe Gutierrez pressing the White House.
Shouldn't Americans hear from the President of the United States just hours from a shutdown?
What Americans need to know is that you have Republicans in Congress, in the House, who got in a way, who stopped a bipartisan agreement.
All of it also highlighting the growing role of billionaire Elon Musk, who will lead Trump's effort to slash wasteful government spending. Musk slammed the original sprawling 1,500-page spending bill, which was filled full of items unrelated to the funding of government, including allowing for a pay raise for members of Congress. Though Musk did repost a false claim, the bill included $3 billion for a new NFL stadium in Washington. In a phone call Thursday, Trump told NBC News Musk's actions came with his blessing. I told him that if he agrees with me, he could put out a statement, Trump said. He's looking at things from a cost standpoint. But Democrats slamming Musk's role. How worried are you about the influence that Elon Musk has?
I think it's pretty clear that right now Elon Musk is the de facto leader of the House Republicans. I mean, I've literally never seen anything like it.
Okay, Ryan joins us again from Capitol Hill. Ryan, walk our viewers through what's next. This bill now goes to the Senate.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tom. It requires 60 votes in order to pass the Senate, and that means both Republicans and Democrats will have to support it in the Senate as well. But we're already seeing positive feedback from lawmakers, including the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who said that he expects this bill to pass despite the fact that Democrats did lose out on many of the things that they were hoping would be in this bill in that initial bipartisan deal that Elon Musk and Donald Trump torpedoed, Tom.
So, Ryan, take a step back, and it may be a little little too early for this question, but what did we learn? What did you learn from covering Capitol Hill about the new administration and the effort led by Elon Musk to tackle government efficiency?
Well, I think we learned, Tom, that this could foreshadow the way this process could work from a legislative perspective once the new administration takes office. And one of the things I think many of us on Capitol Hill are going to be doing is that every time a new piece of legislation comes out, we're going to be heading to X, the platform owned by Elon Musk, to see what his reaction is to this legislation, because it's clear that House Republicans in particular are listening to him. And it also gives us an indication into just how much authority this new Department of Government Efficiency that Elon Musk is running with Vivek Ramaswamy. This, of course, is not a real government agency. It has no statutory power, but it's clear that Elon Musk has a direct line to Donald Trump, that the two are working in lockstep. So the recommendations from this Doge committee, as it's called, could play a very big role in how spending decisions are made in this upcoming administration.
Okay, Ryan Nobles from Capitol Hill for us. Ryan, we thank you for that.